What is up, football fans? We are back for another installment of Bros Talk Football.
That's right.
I am Jesse.
I'm Jake.
And we are super excited to get into it today. We're kind of just going to be talking through some basic advice
To set your fantasy lineup.
To set your fantasy lineup. It's one of the toughest things to do. It's easy to tinker, to get lost with stuff. Number one thing, week to week in fantasy football, have confidence in starting your studs.
Always got to start your studs.
It's key. You got to do it. Like, you can't bench a guy like Melvin Gordon. Even if he has a tough matchup, you got to roll with those guys.
That's the guy. That's the guy that you draft first round. You got to go with him. You got to keep it quick.
Right.
Number two, we're coming in at check the matchups. This is a big reoccurring thing that we get a lot on Instagram and Twitter. A lot of questions. Who should I start here and there? Our basic advice for you is just check your matchups. Say you have Andy Dalton on your bench. He's facing a weak secondary from the Miami Dolphins. You start him 100% of the time over Russell Wilson versus Rams. So check your matchups. Make sure, like Jesse said, you can tinker around a little bit, break it down, and you can have confidence when you check the matchups for sure.
And a great thing to do as a part of this that I found helps me a lot, and it can make the difference between a big day and a small fantasy day, right? Is you go in and you look at those matchups and see who's on the injury list for the week. If a team's got their top linebacker out, play the quarterback against them, play the running back
Exactly.
against them.
The tools around the team, not just a single player.
It's
you
important.
have to check the injuries as well.
It's important.
All right, number three.
Huge difference maker. Number three, look for weak spots.
Talking about weak spots.
Talking about weak spots. Yeah, this is a big thing. I know for me, like, I drafted Jimmy Graham in one of my leagues, right? Now, Jimmy Graham has a tough matchup. I definitely do not want to start Jimmy Graham because it probably won't go well. He's so touchdown dependent. You never know what's going to happen with a guy like that. He gets some targets. He's got Aaron Rodgers back there. Maybe
might have an opportunity here and there.
But you want to find a guy with a better matchup off the waiver wire, which really leads us into our next point. Real simple here.
Well, this is where you go to number 4, and this is a streamer. Now, we release streamers every Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on how quick we can get them on social media. Check our Instagram, bros_talk_football. We release streamers and waivers, but yeah, streamers is definitely the way to go. If a guy has a good matchup, one of your guys is on a bye, one of your guys is injured or a little bit banged up, or just has a tough matchup, stream that guy from one week and you can drop him the next. I mean, that's where it comes priority for sure.
I'll tell you, I've won some big time fantasy matchups, just playoff matchups, even league titles.
On streams.
On streams. Literally streaming guys like Blake Bortles, because I followed all of this, and he had a good matchup. Like, I remember one year when 2016, I think it was.
Yes,
might have been 15. But both years, the Saints just had a horrendous defense, right?
Yeah.
I went into the playoffs knowing that.
Play anyone
I picked up,
against that Saints
that
team.
year, Bortles had him like twice in the same playoffs, or it might have been somebody else. But whatever the case was, like, he had terrible matchups, or great matchups for him.
Yes.
He was playing terrible defense going to the playoffs. Streamed him, won an entire league just based off that.
Like that.
Starting an average quarterback.
So there you go. Those are the top 4. Now we have one more left. And you know what this is? Follow Bros Talk Football. I mean, right there. We're here for you guys, We get a lot of questions by the week. I mean, shout out to everybody that's been sending us questions. I mean, let us know, and we're here for you.
Yeah, we absolutely are. We love getting those, too, because it keeps us on our toes throughout the week. Keeps us sharp.
And we don't just have to focus on our our football teams, our fantasy football teams. We get to kind of dive into everybody else's and see their matchups.
Yeah,
so there you go. Top 5. Name them off, Jess.
Top 5. Number 1. Start your studs, the guys you drafted first and second rounds. Get those guys in there week after week. Number 2.
Check the matchups. You got to see who the strengths and weaknesses are for that for sure.
Number 3. Find your blind spot, find your weak spot.
Yep.
And then stream the guys to fill the spot, and then check us out at Bros Talk Football.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, so
guys.
That's it. And make sure you post it to your story and leave a blank template behind. Use the hashtag BrosPick'em and add us bros_talk_football.
All right.
Follow us on Twitter, bros_talk_ff. We're here for all your fantasy football needs. Keep the messages coming. We'll see you guys next week.
Thanks for joining us. All right, that's all we got for the video today.
Okay, sorry.
All right, football fan. Oh, okay, we'll go. 3, 2. All right, football fans, that's all we've got for this week. But before we go, Jake, tell us what's been going on in the Bros fan.